Thank you all for coming today, and for those of you listening, thank you as well for tuning in.
Pete Mento specializes in helping companies minimize their trade duties. There's never a dull moment in his job, especially lately.
Every single day we come into work and they've done something else. They've changed the rules on us. They've racked up the duties. We're changing the dates. It's been great for job security, but I don't think I've had 6 hours of sleep straight in probably a year.
Everything now that we import from China.
Mento enjoys sharing his trade knowledge. A year ago, he did a webinar on the subject.
And I was shocked when we had 500 come on live and probably another 500 listen to the recording. And that's when I realized that there isn't a lot of content around trade.
He saw an opening.
This attitude that America, quote unquote, won round one.
And thus the Trade Geek podcast was born.
I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but we're in a bit of a trade war.
Mento recently recorded his inaugural program at a World Trade Center Denver gathering with Otter Products COO Kyle Patine as guest. The Trade Geek podcast audience, as Mento sees it, is importers and exporters, folks who deal with the logistics of trade, as well as academics, with some news junkies thrown in as well.
What we're trying to do is create an open forum where we can talk about duty avoidance, talk about trade compliance, and do it in a way that's applicable to their daily work. It's very important to us that we're not U.S. focused, that we're trying to take everyone else's opinions and what they're going through,
while keeping it non-political if he can.
People don't want to talk about that. They more want to talk about what they can do to manage the problem.
And they've got plenty of questions, like when should a company consider moving its factories?
Can you stay in China? If you do, will the tariffs lift? And if they don't, the implication to your supply chain is profound.
It's become the most important conversation amongst logistics professionals, is how do we manage this and help manage this for our clients.
Hope, he says, is not a strategy for trade-affected businesses, of which there are many these days. That's why he thinks sharing information and content on this complex issue is so critical. He never thought trade would become a prominent topic of conversation.
I dreamed.
A trade resolution, if it happens, will make his podcast even more relevant, he believes, now that he says countries have weaponized tariffs. This former stand-up comedian,
we don't do questions here, sorry. Life is hard, wear a helmet,
wants to be a thought leader on this subject while entertaining listeners along the way.
Smile, everybody!
Hendrik Sabrandi, CGTN, Denver.